Presider, for providing me an opportunity to speak on my theme, that is Anti-Corruption Day. Today, world is celebrating Anti-Corruption Day, and corruption is the most trending topic. And in our discussion, we discuss every time about corruption, and it is our part and parcel of our life. So today my speech will be a conversational speech. I will ask some question to you, and we will start a polydialogue, like a dialogue, and we will discuss the causes of corruption and implication consequences of corruption, and we will try to generate a solution of corruption. So first of all, I'm going to ask, what is corruption? What we call corruption in Urdu? Anybody, please? Badnamani. Yes. So corruption is in Urdu we call it badnamani, kharabi, defect. So corruption is a disease. It is a social issue. It is a financial issue. So the definition of corruption is using public money, public transport, vehicles, any profession for our private gains. Corruption has different types. Generally, it is a petty corruption, a big corruption. A big corruption at societal level, at national level, at global level, and petty corruption at individual level, at in our personal life, in our religious life. This can be called as a petty corruption. On the other hand, there is a different level of corruption when we look in our society at individual level, at societal level, at national level, at global level. Corruption is where is corruption? According to today's newspaper, in today the News International, our governor of KPK, Ghulam Muhammad, said that where there is curse, where there is greed, where there is lust, there is corruption, and it impedes development of society. And I am telling you that what is the theme of World Corruption Day? And since 2014, it is celebrating every year to bring awareness in society regarding corruption. And we are facing the issues and the consequences of corruption in our daily life. We are discussing, we are talking, but we are not aware, we are not conscious of this crime which we are facing in our daily life. So the theme of today's theme, that is corruption, according to International Corruption Agency, that is Transparency International, the crucial link between anti-corruption and peace, development and security. There is a crucial link between anti-corruption and peace, security and development. All these three things, peace, security and development, could not be progressed, could not be maintained, could not be sustainable if there is corruption. So corruption at political level, economic level, financial corruption, societal corruption, moral corruption, legal corruption, constitutional corruption, environmental corruption. So these are all. And what are the reasons behind corruption? Yes, please. I'm asking you people, tell me one reason each.
Greed.
Greed, yes.
Poor accountability.
Poor accountability.
Self-interest.
Self-interest.
Finding the easy way to make a lot of money.
Finding easy way to make a lot of money. Anybody else?
Greediness.
Greediness. So there are a lot of things you have explained. You have tell me that these are the reasons. So the reason that when there is bad governance, we have no transparency, accountability, rule of law, there is corruption. The biggest issue of Pakistan, that is lack of rule of law. The rule of law, we are at 129. And according to Transparency International, Pakistan is at 140th. At 140th out of 180 in corruption. And the top 5 most institutions are number 1 police, number 2 judiciary, number 3 contract and procurement department, number 4 education, and number 5 health. So why we are not fulfilling our human development index, like we are at 161? And let us look at the topics the previous public speaker talked about. The first one, he was talking about poverty. The second one, good health and well-being. The third one is about climate change. The fourth one is regarding natural resources. And all these crises, we are facing crises in every sector due to corruption. And corruption is a major hurdle, menace, which are impeding our progress. So the consequences is in front of us. We are at the bottom of every development indexes. Human development, we could not achieve sustainable development goals due to corruption. So corruption is a serious issue. It is a social issue. It is a financial issue. In global economy, $3.6 trillion each year lost due to corruption. And this is a rich and poor divide. And corruption is one of the major reasons behind this. Developing country, third world country has more corruption, and developed world has less corruption because there is democracy, and democracy has direct relation with corruption. Where there is more corruption, there is less democracy. Where there is more democracy, there is less corruption. You can study the Transparency International ranking. And according to previous ex-NAP chairman Fasih Bukhari, he said that each day Pakistan is losing rupees 7 billion to corruption per day. So we are facing a lot of issues due to corruption. You have to study about corruption. So corruption is at individual level, at societal level, at national level, at global, at individual level. Let us talk about at individual. We are corrupt. We are, as a student, we do plagiarism. We are not following the time management in our. We are making excuses, lame excuses. We have relief mindset. We are just we are not doing our task on time. This is one of the things. We have religious corruption, that sectarianism, radicalism, and we are not obeying. The best message is in our religion, Islam. It's talk about ihtisab, accountability, and which is missing. We do not evaluate ourselves, what we are doing daily. This is the main issue, and we are not accepting ourselves when the things come at our family level, at our personal level, and we go for favoritism, nepotism, we go for cronyism, we go for clientelism, patronage, and we find in our society it is that we are not accepting, we are not tolerant, we are not intolerant to corruption, we are tolerant, we accept, we give bribe, and we do not follow the line in front of bank, and we go inside the bank and use our influence. This is in every sector. And at national level, we have a lot of agencies, institutions, NAB, FIA, anti-corruption, at federal level, at provincial level, but we don't have consensus, and we are at Transparency International. Our ranking is fact, and at global level, the world is not the champion of democracy, the champion of human rights. They are not talking about corruption, and when they do not talk about corruption, then the violation of human rights, which is going on in Palestine, which is going on at national level in Pakistan, the government, the institution is violating our fundamental right, and even we are corrupt in a sense that we do not update ourselves, we do not educate ourselves, we don't have civic education, even we don't know what is our constitution, what are our fundamental rights. This is also a form of corruption. So corruption, we are indulged, we are in between devil and deep sea. So what we have to do? We have to educate ourselves. We have to study about corruption. This is a huge topic, and there is no universal definition of corruption, and it varies across the forum, it varies across the different level. So when we educate ourselves, when we talk, when we discuss, and you know what the President of America, Joe Biden, said, corruption is hurdle in the way of democracy, in the way of innovation, in the way of creativity. And the Pope Francis, he said that who pay the price of corruption? The poor pay the price of corruption. And another American author, journalist, as well as actor, he said the only things that will reduce corruption, that we have believed, and when we talk, and the youth will challenge their institutional. There are people, those who are involved in corruption. We have to avoid favoritism, we have to use technology, we have to digitalize our economy. The next thing, we have to educate ourselves, we have to update ourselves, we have to talk, and we have to accept that there is corruption. And we have to, at least we have to engage any person, our friend, our colleague, in our family level. At least we have to stop them from doing corruption like bribery, embezzlement, and the things which is common in our society. So first thing, at individual level, we have to work at individual level. At least we have to know what is corruption, what is the reason behind, and then we have to stop institutional corruption. And the last thing which will resolve the issue, the only thing that is the mother of every institution, that is education. If we educate people regarding social issues, regarding their education, if we empower them, if we empower youth and we utilize, and then we will invest in our human capital, then things will be addressed. This is a huge topic, and we can talk, we can debate on it. Thank you from my side.